Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing Christmas in February, and so today I'm going to follow a sketch February, and this is the sketch by Jenny Evans, and I'm also using my counterfeit kit challenge. So here we're going to get started, and I'm going to do these pictures from a couple years ago of my youngest. I've scrapbooked her a lot this month, but that's just what it is. I'm going to use this scrap piece. I thought about using either side of that, and I'm going to speed this up right away because it took a while. So I decided right away that the two smaller photos, I'm going to back them in white and black, and then I decided to do that with my larger one as well. These are about 2 by 3, I think is what I cut them down to be. Maybe 2.5 by 3.5. And then this one is like a 3 by 4-ish. It's a little bigger than that, but and definitely getting that one going to have a wider white, and I did that on purpose. And then I also decided that this stripy piece was already getting lost, so I'm going to put it on a white border. And most of that's gonna get cut off, covered up, but that's okay. It is what it is. So it was going into that green way too much. And then I cut a little too much off. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of white there. So I'm just going to cut it in half. I know with the sketch that there's going to be a picture that covers up the white in the middle, and that's okay, even though I messed it up to begin with. And then this is pretty close to the top. I'm going to get all these put together as well. And these smaller ones are going to stay, they're just going to get backed right onto the paper. I'm not going to pop them up. And I'm just looking at what else I can put in here too. So I know there's stars, and so I did pick these stars out for my counterfeit kit because I wanted to have them. So I have them. And so I'm looking at the stars on the sketch, and there's some big ones and some medium ones and small ones, and I have big, medium, and small in this set, which is awesome. I think they're Studio Calico. I think they're very sparkly. I like them. It adds some brightness to the page. And a little one goes there. Then I'm looking at the sketch, and there's some roundy bits, and I'm like, So I pulled out this piece from my scrap bin because I could not find anything that I wanted to cut up in what I had in my kit. So this is from the same paper line, but it's super old. And I thought the stars worked. So I'm just going to take a scrap of this and use a circle. So I'm going to use my tape roll that's my 4x6, or the 6-inch wide. I can make it 4x6. And just trace that. I'm going to cut it out. And so that will be my smaller circle that goes underneath my two photos, my two small photos. I don't know why I just didn't pick that up, but meh, okay. Goes about there. Fiddle-faddle a bit for this one today. And then I was like, I could put another one on this side. And then I look at it and I go, nope, but there's a long stripy piece. So I'll use the stripy piece. So I'll do about there. And then I'm just going to eyeball it and it'll get cut off. And so then this piece slides up underneath the larger photo. And there's still another circle piece. So I tried a sparkly one on the side there, but it was too small and I didn't want to leave that in because that would have taken a while. But I did find this other piece, and it was from my counterfeit kit from last month. So I'm going to use it because it's this wood grain actually could have fit in this kit this month too, but the color will brighten this page up a bit. That green is kind of taken over for me. So I just used that yellow one that I've used I don't know how many times as just a template. I'll probably use it on something eventually. And then this is kind of what that looks like, and it just adds a little bit more brightness, if you can see now, to that page, which helps. And then there's one more strip that goes across the top here where my photos are, so I'm just gonna cut a piece, slide it underneath. That's probably too much. And then, so it'll go here. Those will go about here. And then that line that's in that wood grain, I'm gonna flip it here eventually, so you can actually see it, because I like it and I want to see it. So just placing these again. I stuck pretty close to the sketch actually. I don't always, but I don't know why. It was just what it was today. Oh, that was a kiddo that was in my room. What you doing, Mom, is usually what I get. What's it look like I'm doing? Are you recording? Yes, of course I'm recording. Can you not see my phone above me? Oh, okay. And then off they go. It's like my ongoing conversation with my 12-year-old and my almost 17-year-old, or my almost 13-year-old and my almost 17-year-old. So I get that a lot from them. Okay, so I decided that I want these inked around the edges, so I'm going to ink this one first. I still haven't decided that line has to be at the top, but I will flip it around here in a second. And I'm just going to speed this up a bit more because I do fiddle-faddle a bit. So that's going to go there. I'm going to make sure this is 12 by 12 because I hadn't double-checked that yet. So there we go. And I was looking for this piece. And then I'm going to ink up all the other pieces as well, because now that I'm doing it, I might as well do it. So this goes underneath that piece, and then these go over top. And that looks pretty good. Yay, we're moving here now. And then this is going to go over here. This I'm just going to scoot over just a little bit more because I realize that those circle pieces will be definitely overlapping, if not touching. They still kind of are, but I'm okay with that now. You won't see quite a bit of that edge on that this one anyway when I get it down. And then slice it off. And I'm liking how that's coming together a whole lot better now. So just making sure I ink this one as well. My tape ran out again, so put that down. And I decided to put this down a little bit lower because my star is going to hide that top piece of the paper anyway. And then I decided, because I want the star underneath the photo, it is a pretty thick chipboard that I put this one up on foam. And so on it goes. And then this I'm just going to stick down, which is pretty good sticky. So there we go. The little one goes down there. Now I'm going to glue these on. Now kind of place these stars around again where they were in the sketch. I was just debating under or over, and this one I definitely put over. I like that more. And then this one's going to go over as well. And then this one as well, but it needs a little bit of sticky dimension to keep it from sagging. And I had two flips there. I don't know why. My apologies. And so I pulled this out of my Christmas stash. It matches quite a bit of the stuff that I've put in my kit this month, so I'm going to just call it as a win. And so I'm going to put Christmas here, and then on the sketch the star was right by the title there, so that works. And then I really like this "Oh what fun." So it does add this little bit of yellow onto the page as well, but I'm okay with that. And this kiddo is always so much fun when she opens presents, so it works really well. And then I'm going to take my enamel dots. So that was the first flip, was I grabbed the enamel dots. But it went too fast. I didn't realize how fast that was. And I'm going to use up the red ones to sprinkle the red around because it is Christmas. And then I'm going to use the black ones because, I don't know, I like the black ones. I just thought it needed a little more black on the page. It gives a little more punch. And I decided to put the yellow on because then I can use the yellow in the pocket pages that goes along with this one, which I did not record, but I will show you them in my layout review for February. So, and I just thought it needed a doodly border, so I'm just gonna back and forth with my black fine tip marker a few times. And that page is done. So here's some close-ups. There'll be some other close-ups coming up here for still shots. If you liked my video, I would really appreciate that thumbs up. If you're new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. And again, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day. There's a couple other clicks up here if you are willing and want to. Have a great day.